Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder.
Turning on the Jets. Oh, a lot of space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Looking for space, it's Frazier. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Livingston. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And on second and short, they'll send 3 receivers wide right. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got his man, makes the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
For quarterbacks, we always talk about soft focus around you, hard focus downfield. That quarterback was dialed into his wide receiver with laser focus, knowing he's going to get hit, not too concerned about it, though, and that's why he was able to complete that throw.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Throws to the wideout. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right on target this time. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on second.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. Got a little space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. You make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Flagway. That's reeled in, it's Sturdivant. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, third and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Running to the left. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right
now. Going up top again. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Grab near the marker, it's Sturdivant. Touchdown, Gators! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Wide open spaces. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. it makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over South Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Got it in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll go up top on second and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Daniels. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On the run, it's Frazier. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the
Look
game.
at this.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
To the air, it's Stockton. Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. He tries to take the top off. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I like the idea defensively here, too. Now, you got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Toss sweep to the left. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. finds his man. It's Jones. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the grab on the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Finding an escape route. He's loose. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Toss to the outside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly they were very talented back in the day when I played, and the program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Throws to the tight end. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. This time on target. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for room, it's McCray. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Trying to pound it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Barrels ahead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting in the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups. And you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Just keep slinging it. Looking to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
In this situation of the game, it's so hard for the offense to throw it because you're trailing by a lot, so the defense knows you're throwing it. They've got all these extra DBs out there, little fast guys that can break on the football. The windows are so small to throw into, and that's what happened on that last play. Nice job getting the INT.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Creates a little space. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams.